Okay, collector, let's take a moment to really fully understand how to make sense of the G3M NFT Leaderboard, alright? So in the previous video series, we talked a lot about the entire ecosystem, but let's spend a moment to really go through what gems really matter, what NFTs really matter, and how to go about checking out your scores, okay? So the one thing to note, alright, is that when it comes to the purple gems, the bronze gems, the silver gems, and the gold gems, alright, there is a difference in point tally, alright, difference in the amount of points that you can earn for the leaderboard depending on the certain comparisons, alright? So what I can suggest, because there is actually no table or infographic to refer to in regards to how many points is a specific NFT worth, alright? So this is actually for all of our collectors out there to do their homework, find out by minting every single specific gem that could add points, and to see which one makes the most sense, not just when it comes to forging or opening up your loot boxes, but also sniping good deals on the marketplace that we will talk about in this video as well, okay? So the first thing to remember is that you cannot compare the Amethyst Tentacle and the purple gem directly, all right? Because when it comes to the purple gem and the tentacle, Sapphire Orb and the bronze gem, and also the emerald cactoid to the silver gem. All right, do I have any silver gems in my inventory? I don't think I do. All right, and you can see this leaderboard is extremely accurate because it is updated every 10 minutes. So your new NFTs will be registered in the next refresh or the refresh after, all right, depending on how soon you minted it, closer to the 10-minute refresh mark, all right? But for example, if you punch in your wallet address, you will see that this tally is exactly what I have in my inventory right now, and of course including the purple gems as well. All right, you can see there are no silver gems here because there are no silver gems in my inventory, but I can share with you a little bit of alpha here. Okay, so what happened was that I managed to acquire an emerald cactoid. I was just doing a test, all right, and there are a few on the marketplace that are listed quite low in price, okay, and they are a little bit undervalued right now, to be very, very honest. So I was sitting at 1682 points, all right, and after picking up an emerald cactoid, I was given 50 more points for my leaderboard, all right, and all this you can do yourself, right, by bringing in one specific gem, waiting for the refresh that happens every 10 minutes, all right, again, it happens every 10 minutes, and then you can see your score go up accordingly, all right? And then you can determine how many points is that specific NFT worth, all right? So again, Amethyst Tentacle, definitely worth more than purple gem. Sapphire Orb, definitely worth more than bronze gem. And the emerald cactoid is definitely worth more than the silver gem. Now here comes the debate. When it comes to comparing the gold gem and the ruby rune, all right, I do not have the confirmed answer for you. The gold gem could be worth more, all right? So this is something for you guys to experiment with. And also in comparison to the obsidian skull, which is this bad boy over here, comparing it to the rainbow gem, all right? So that's the equivalent within the Genesis Gem series, okay? So here's the deal, all right? The obsidian skull is currently not listed on the leaderboard, all right? But we are picking up the black obsidian skull, all right? We do apologize. This was a naming error on the Galaxy platform. So there are actually two types of NFTs because of the difference in names, okay? Once more, obsidian skull and black obsidian skull. So black obsidian skulls are being picked up in the leaderboard and obsidian skulls are not. But don't worry, because all this is being sorted out by our developers, and we're going to ensure that the skulls, all the skulls, are added to the points tally before the first snapshot on the 31st of May, 2359 GMT plus 8. Okay, so now I've given you a little bit more insight towards the point system. All right, and then we can also talk about how you can go about with your weapon forging and also seeing your point increment as well. Okay, so it's very important that you can collect NFT after NFT after forging a specific one and seeing the difference, all right, in terms of value. So one good example that I can give you is that if you are forging a silver great sword, all right, if you are forging a silver great sword, you can actually see the point increment after forging, all right, which requires 5 silver gems and 1 bronze great sword. I regret not looking at the point increment because I could probably give you those numbers here, but I'm challenging you to find out for yourself, all right? So if you have inside your inventory 5 silver gems, at least 5 silver gems, and at least 1 bronze great sword, get the forge done, and when you get a silver great sword, see for yourself what is the difference in points, all right? Because I am betting that it is going to give you more, all right? So the gamble here is that you can hold on to more points with more gems, obviously, by trying your luck in the blacksmith forge and getting those successful forges. You are definitely going to be racking up more points. It's as simple as that, all right? If you have the Arcana VIP pass, problem solved, Magical Forge will give you 0% failure rate. But for those of you who do not have access to that yet, don't worry, forge as much as you can, get as lucky as possible, and we're going to have something special around the corner for our top 100 collectors, okay? So just make sure you keep forging, make sure you keep collecting, and make sure that you keep adding more points to your tally, okay? So now, while we are on the subject of getting yourself a higher ranking on the leaderboard, let's take another alpha look into the marketplace, all right? So again, based on that one nugget of information that I have already given you, if you select the rarity of rare and you go and look into the gems, you are going to see the silver gems, all right? And this is the current pricing, all right? 0.0065 BNB, which is approximately $2, okay? So that's the floor price for a silver gem right now. However, if you were to go to the artifact page, all right, again, this by right should be in uncommon. It's sort of skip the tier, so you need to be aware to click on super rare in order to get the emerald cactoid listings, okay? So these fellas, all right, these fellas, a little bit cheaper, $1.93, okay? But what we have just learned earlier, and again, this is probably the only alpha I will leak to you in regards to points, okay, is that the emerald cactoid is worth 50 points, 50, compared to a silver gem at 15 points. Okay, so you do need silver gems to forge weapons and all that, so they are valuable, of course. You know, as you climb up the tiers, as you get to gold gem, rainbow gem, we just talk about Genesis gem upgrading, they're definitely valuable, the silver gems, and for your weapons as well. But if you are able to snipe these good deals off the marketplace, you are adding a very huge substantial amount of points by picking them up for just mere dollars, all right? And these artifact gems, they are not easily available because they can only be found in the artifact loot box, which is limited to each collector, all right? So a lot of these collectors, they are probably not competing on the leaderboard, all right? Because they're not anticipating just how exciting our rewards will be when we take that first snapshot on the 31st of May. But if you have already racked up yourself a decent amount of points and you find yourself in the top 50, in the top 30, this, in my opinion, is a very good way to stack up those points, all right? Again, do bear in mind that this is not financial advice. You are always encouraged to do your own research, but what I can assure you is that this first snapshot coming up is going to bring you towards very exciting rewards. And I'm going to be giving you more details as the weeks roll in, but for now, this is my way of telling you how to understand the leaderboard, all right? You have artifacts, Genesis gems, weapons, all with different point tallies. Do your homework, figure out which one makes more sense to you in terms of the points and also their pricing on secondary marketplaces like OpenSea and OKX. And don't forget, you can actually have this updated in real time every 10 minutes, when a new NFT comes into your collection, you can see how many points you gain for that specific NFT. All right. So with that, that's pretty much what we have for this video. You can see that my simple collection here is already sitting at rank 27. And I'm sure you can do better as well just by heading over to the marketplace too. But for those of you who haven't cracked open your Genesis loot boxes and your partnership loot boxes, those are definitely ones to check out as well, because they can give you a very significant amount of gems, bronze even, for you to forge to get your swords and also your silver gems as well. All right, so more details to come in the future when we talk about the exciting rewards campaign. But again, all ahead towards that first snapshot happening on the 31st of May. Good luck, collector, and check out your rank on the leaderboard today.